In this video, we are going to see how to create the Monsterfish game. What I've done is I've opened a new project in Scratch. I've named the project as Monsterfish and I've already shared the project. So I'm now inside the project page. First, I'm going to bring a new backdrop into the project. So I go into choose a backdrop, and in the backdrops, I come down till I see underwater backdrops. Since it's a fish game, I want to choose underwater 1 as the backdrop for my game. So I go and click on underwater 1. So the underwater 1 backdrop comes into the game. The next, I'm going to go and choose a sprite. So I click on choose a sprite. In choose a sprite, I'm going to click and search for shark. So I want this one, shark 2. Okay, so I click on shark 2. So I get the shark 2 sprite into my game. This shark 2 sprite is very huge. I don't want it so big. So I'm going to go and change the size of this to 70. So if I change this, you see that as soon as I change this, this has become a little smaller. The next thing which I want is, I want this shark fish to come and start from the left hand side of the screen. So I'm just going to go and move this with my mouse here, and then I place it on the left hand side of the stage where it's visible slightly here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to note down the x and y values. So I have this -218 and -23, which is fine. So I'm just going to go to first events. I'm going to say when the flag is clicked, the fish has to go to this position. So you see the same position, -218 and -23 is where the fish will start right at the beginning of the game. After setting a position of the fish, I'm also going to tell what is the costume in which the fish will start at the beginning of the game. To set the costume, I need to go into looks. If I go to looks, I have this button which says switch costume to, and the first costume the fish has to wear is shark 2A. Okay, so I'm going to choose the costume 2A for the shark. After this, I'm going to say that the shark has to move up and down whenever I press the up arrow and down arrow key. So to do that, I'm going to go first to control and I bring a forever block, because forever in the game it has to move up and down whenever the arrow keys are pressed. So I put a forever block. Then I have to write a condition. So again I go to control blocks and then I bring an if and then, and I put it inside the forever block. So what is the condition I'm going to tell here? If the up arrow key is pressed, so pressing the key is a sense. So I go into the sensing blocks and you see a button here called when space key pressed. I'm going to put it inside this hole of the if then, and in the drop down I'm going to select up arrow. So this now reads as if up arrow key pressed. I want the fish to go up. So if it has to go up, I have to change the y position of the fish. So I'm going to say change y by 10. If I change y by a positive number, things will go up. If I change y by a negative number, things will go down. So now to make it go down, I'm going to duplicate this entire block. So I duplicated from the if. Okay. So once I duplicated, I'm going to select here down arrow. So when the down arrow key is pressed, I'm going to change y by -10. Okay. Now if I'm going to check my code, you'll see that whenever I press the arrow key, the fish is going to move up and down. Okay. Now next we are going to bring the next character into the game, which is the fish. Till now we had the shark. I'm going to bring the fish. So I go to choose a sprite and I'm going to select type here fish. So I'm going to choose this one, the first fish. This has got many costumes. I'm going to choose this. Now you see again, this fish is very big. I want it smaller than the shark. So I'm going to go and change the size of the fish here and make it 50%. So you see it has become smaller than the shark. This is the way I want it. Another point to note here is the fish is looking in the right side. Now I want the fish to look in the left side, basically because this game the fish is going to swim towards the shark. So for it to change the way it is looking on this side, what I need to do is I need to go into costumes. So you please select this fish and go into the costumes of the fish. So the 3 tabs here, code, costumes and sounds, you go into costumes. You go into costumes, you will see the costume of the fish here. Please do not click anywhere here. Don't even touch this. Just go and click. So you should be here. the select button should be clicked, and then should go and click on flip horizontal. Okay, go and click on flip horizontal. If you flip horizontal, you will just see that the fish flips to the face the left hand side. After this, you come back to the code. Come and click on this code, come back here. Now we start writing the code of the fish. So we have to again set the starting point when the game starts for the fish. So I'm going to say go to events when the flag is clicked. When the flag is clicked, I'm going to first give the costume for the fish. So I'm going to say this fish has to start in costume A. So I'm just going to go here in looks. The costumes will always be in looks. Switch costume to, I'm going to say fish A. Okay, I'm going to say fish A. This is fish A. So if you go into the costumes of the fish, you'll see that there are 4 costumes for the fish. I've just chosen the first costume, which is fish A. Okay, and then after choosing the costume, I need to make the starting point for the fish. So it has to be on the right hand side of the screen. So I'm going to go to motion. I'm going to bring the go to block. Okay, I'm going to place the fish somewhere on the right hand side of the screen, and I'm going to observe the X value. So you see it's somewhere around 220. So I'm just going to say go to X value should be 220. That's where it's going to start, and Y value can be anywhere from the top to bottom. So when I say anywhere from the top to bottom, the computer has to make a choice from here to here. So I go to the operators, I bring a pick random block. Okay, pick random, I put it in the Y position. Okay, in the Y value, I put this pick random block, and as you know, the Y value is from minus 180 to positive 180. So I'm going to put here pick random from minus 180 to positive 180. So now if I click the flag, the fish is going to go anywhere the Y. Okay, every time in a different position. Now after this, I want the fish to start traveling from this side and go towards the shark. So we are going to write the code for that, and that has to keep happening in the game forever. So I go to control, and I'm going to bring a forever block here. I'm going to put a forever, and in the forever, first I'm going to make it swim to the left. Okay, so swimming to the left means changing x by a negative number. So I'm going to go here and bring change x by, and I'm going to change it by minus 8. Okay, I'm going to change x by minus 8. Now what this will do is, now if I test my code, you see the fish keeps on traveling towards the left and goes and gets stuck here. So now I need to tell the fish that once you reach this end, you have to come back here and start all over again. So how do I tell that? It's a condition. So I'm going to go to controls. I'm going to bring the if then block, and in the if then block, I'm going to put the condition. I'm going to bring an operator, and I'm going to say less than. Okay, so what is less than what? The x position of the fish. Okay, so horizontal position, so that's why the x position. So here in looks, the in motion, the x position of the fish, if it is less than, okay, less than this side, it is minus 220. If the x position of the fish is less than minus 220, then I need to again go back to this place. So going back to this place is this same code. I'm going to duplicate this code. I'm going to put this back and then put it over here. So you see this now, it comes here and then it goes back again. Okay, I'm going to stop my code, and then now we have to tell what happens when the fish touches the shark. Okay, so another condition, okay, another if then block, and this time I'm going to say, so touching the shark is a sense. So I'm going to sensing, and I'm going to bring this button which says mouse pointer, and in the mouse pointer in the drop down I'm going to select shark 2. So this reads as, if the fish touches the shark 2, then what has to happen? Even after touching the shark 2, this has to go back only. Okay, it has to go back. So now I'm going to again duplicate this same code, go to code. Okay, and I'm going to put this inside here. So again, after touching the shark, it is going to go back. But what is going to differ is the score and the lives. So that is what we are going to set, the score and the lives.